Hello and welcome to today's Beaufort County News headlines. Today is Wednesday, May 15th. Speaking of May, that also means that it's Hurricane Preparedness Month. Have you done anything to prepare yet? It is essential for pet owners to keep their beloved animals' best interests in mind as hurricane preparations are being made. If you have a pet, bringing them with you in the case of an evacuation is the best thing you could and should do. Making arrangements prior to the day before or the day of an expected hurricane can help maximize safety efforts for both you and your pet. If you are unable to bring your furry friend with you, animal shelters are available in such an event and are operated by American Red Cross here in the Lowcountry. These shelters are available in Beaufort County only during tropical storms. If tropical storm is upgraded or projected to make landfall as a Category 1 hurricane or above, no shelters will be open. Hilton Head native TJ Jett is back and settling into his post as the town's first ever Chief Environmental Officer, charged with addressing sustainability and preservation of the island as the climate changes. The job was born from the town's comprehensive plan, a project that spans from 2020 to 2040 and lays out guidelines for Hilton Head's future, which is chock full of environmental goals. Before coming back to his hometown at the start of the year, Jett oversaw water quality technicians for the South Florida Water Management District. Top of Jett's list is bettering solid waste and recycling and laying out plans for the barrier island's resilience against predicted rising waters as well as storm surge. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration projects that in the next 30 years, sea levels are expected to increase by a foot. Groundwater also is expected to rise, and as a low-lying developed barrier island, Hilton Head is vulnerable to these effects, and NOAA's prediction that storms will become stronger and more frequent. A barge pushed by a tugboat hit one of the fenders protecting the pilings on J. Wilton Graves Bridge on U.S. Highway 278 on Wednesday morning, according to U.S. Coast Guard spokesperson Petty Officer First Class Ryan Dickinson. Fender systems are structures underneath a bridge to keep boats from hitting and damaging the bridge structures below the road surfaces. In this case, they protected the Hilton Head's bridge pilings from damage, and instead, the ship struck and collapsed the fender of the bridge section that crosses Skull Creek at mile marker 557.5. Dickinson said the bridge is safe for motorists to cross. For boaters, the U.S. Coast Guard placed a strobe light on the damaged fender, and they should proceed with caution. A press release requested boaters to minimize wake during repair operations, which the South Carolina Department of Transportation will be conducting. There wasn't information on when the removal and repair operations will start, but SCDOT doesn't expect traffic to be impacted. The first email from a disability rights group hit the inboxes of Beaufort County officials on March 21st. It detailed a list of concerns regarding the county's new public ferry provider and requested a response, but a response never came. And the troubles surrounding the county's subsidized ferry provider for Defusky Island continued to fester. Weeks went by with more unanswered letters. Now litigation appears to be on the horizon. Disability Rights South Carolina remains committed to finding a solution that addresses the accessibility concerns experienced by island residents and visitors, said Rebecca Fulmer, an attorney with the federally backed organization. The group is also considering legal action against the county and has been in talks with a number of local attorneys. I don't think I've ever had a situation where an employer, a private or public entity has not responded, Fulmer said. Nothing like this. And that's going to be all the time we have today for the headlines. If you're curious about anything you heard here today, check out any of the sources that you can see on your screen. Have a great Wednesday, Beaufort County.